Jai Hind everyone. I am Anshul Kumar Panchbhaiya, Faculty Mechanical Engineering Department, Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College. Today I am here to discuss a very important topic of 7th semester, a very important subject we can say of a 7th semester, that is known as renewable energy resources. What are renewable energy resources? We are going to focus on that, how the situation is demanding for the renewable energy resources. We are going to take those issues also. So let us begin. So as this syllabus has been taught in AKTU Abdul Kalam Technical University. So this is the 7th semester syllabus. This is the content that is being taught in this subject. The content comprises of 5 different units. The different units, like first unit is an introduction, in which we are going to deal with the introduction to conventional energy resources, non-conventional energy resources. Then we are going to focus on the classification, relative merits, demerits, then what are solar cells, what is theory of solar cell. This is the first unit which comprises of. Then the second unit comprises of solar thermal energy, in which we have different flat plate collectors, different parameters of solar thermal energy, which is going to be discussed in unit 2. Then in third unit we have geothermal energy. There we are going to discuss the different type of geothermal energy resources, how the geothermal power plant system works. Then we have their magneto-hydrodynamics, principle of MHD is there, we are going to discuss that also. Then there is a topic named as fuel cell in third unit. In fourth unit we have thermoelectric and thermionic convergence, and also there we have a wind energy, momentum theory concepts to be applied there. In fifth unit we have ocean thermal energy system or a biomass system, wave energy system. So these are the contents of the all 5 units which has been shown here. Now this is the first unit which today I am going to discuss. Today we are going to focus ourselves on this particular topic. So as we have seen in the syllabus, that the syllabus comprises of the different topics in the unit 1. These are this can be divided into 2 parts. One is introduction and the other is solar cell. So we can see in the syllabus, in introduction we have various conventional and non-conventional energy resources, availability, classification, relative merits, demerits, and this is the solar cell, the second part, in which we have theory of solar cell material, solar cell array, solar cell power plant limitation, etc. So let us begin. Now the first question arises, as we all know, what is renewable, what is non-renewable? Now if I say renewable means the energy which can be renewed and used again and again, means which doesn't have any limitations, means this is available in abundant source. Like renewable, we can say we have solar energy, that is renewable. The day we have earth, the day we have sunlight, the solar energy will be available. Then we can say wind energy is the renewable energy. Then we can say solar energy is the renewable energy, ocean energy is the renewable energy, geothermal energy is the renewable energy. These are the different type of renewable energies. And what are non-renewable? Like we are having maximum components to be worked on. Non-renewable energy, that is coal, petroleum. These are the non-renewable energies which we are having, which cannot be renewed. So why there is a need to be getting shifted from non-renewable to renewable? As the energy data says that we have already consumed the 80% of the non-renewable energy, and if we are not going to be shifted on renewable energy resources, then what is going to be happen? Then after certain years we will be totally, we can say the total non-renewable energy resources will not be any available, and we can say we are in the depletion zone. So either this is the right time to switch from non-renewable to renewable. So as we have our vehicles to be driven from petrol, diesel, We have our thermal plants which works on we have the fuel in the form of coal. So these are depleting, and these will not be available after certain times. Then we have to get ourselves focused on renewable energy resources. Now we can also say that as a human being, if as a human being, if we are purchasing a four-wheeler, now the four-wheeler nowadays the four-wheeler is coming in the form of electrical vehicle also. Electrical vehicle, you can say that for the electrical vehicle there is a battery system. Means the change is started. So these are the things which we are going to discuss. Now, what is the difference between renewable and non-renewable energy resources? As the definition says, renewable energy is a type of energy that is refilled naturally over the course of time. It is also known as green energy. Means this will be existing until we have Earth. This energy is not going to end. These are, you can say, this is abundant availability of these sources. This energy is generated naturally from sunlight, wind, tides, heat, rain. These are totally renewable energy sources. But if we talk about non-renewable energy sources, on the other hand, what is non-renewable energy resources? Non-renewable energy resources, on the other hand, is a type of energy which cannot be refilled or takes a long time to restock. As you can say, fossil fuels, if you see the fossil fuels, natural gas, coal, petroleum and uranium come under the category of non-renewable energy resources. It comes out of the ground as solid, liquid or gaseous form. Means fossil fuels which we are using nowadays, maximum use of the non-renewable energy is there. But what to do? Because these are going to be depleted after a certain period of time. So there is a need that we should shift from non-renewable to renewable energy resources. So this is a difference between the renewable and non-renewable energy sources. So this is also written in the form of a paragraph, or you can say there is a certain difference. This question usually get asked in the examination. In negative examination, this question frequently asked in 2 marks. That what is the difference between conventional energy resources and non-conventional energy resources? Conventional means non-renewable. Conventional means non-renewable. On the other hand, non-conventional means renewable. So you can see the difference between. This is a very important difference. These points are very important differences between conventional and non-conventional. This question has been frequently, as I told, that in AQ2 exam. What is written here? These sources of energy, in case of conventional energy sources, these sources of energy are not abundant, present in limited quantity. Very important point, present in limited quantity. On the other hand, these sources are abundant in nature. What? Non-conventional energy resources. These have been used for a long time. That's why we are saying this is also traditional. If I write the word traditional, traditional means which is being used from long time, and they are yet to be developed phase over the past few years. Conventional energy resources have been used from the long time, but non-conventional energy resources are in a development phase. Then they are not replenished continuously, they are formed over million of years. Means they have been formed, as I said, they are in traditional use. We have been using them traditionally, means millions of years we are talking about. But the non-conventional energy resources, basically they are continuously replenishing. Means they can be used again and again. As I said, they are called renewable energy resources, and these are called non-renewable energy resources. And the last point says, they can be exhausted completely due to overconsumption except for idle power. But they cannot be exhausted completely because they will be available time by time. So this is the difference. And for the students of 7th semester, and also I'll say this topic also comes in third semester for the students who are taking energy science, studying energy science engineering as an open elective, they are having this question also. So this question frequently comes in 2 marks. And there are certain more differences. These are you can say conventional energy sources are harmful for environment, but non-conventional energy sources are environment friendly. These are used for industrial and commercial purpose, but they are only used for the household purpose. These are the certain more differences, which are more differences between the conventional and non-conventional energy sources. So this has been asked frequently in 2 marks. Sometimes it can be asked in 7 marks also. The difference between these two means conventional and non-conventional energy sources. So the difference clearly indicates that the system needs to be changed. And we are now in a position, we can say now the government also focusing that we should purchase, we should go for renewable energy resources. Like in many states, the government is giving the electric tariff for installation of solar thermal system in the roof of your house. The government is providing that tariff also. So the government is also projecting towards the renewable energy resources. Now, how the energy resources are classified? So energy resources classification has been given there. Means one classification said what is renewable energy. We have discussed renewable energy means the energy which will not get exhausted, like our hydel energy, solar energy, tidal energy. These are the renewable energy resources. And what is non-renewable energy resources? Non-renewable energy resources mean these energy will be exhausted after a certain period of time, like energy from fossil fuel. Then we have conventional and non-conventional. Means renewable is nothing, it is non-conventional, and conventional is nothing, it is non-renewable. Then we have commercial energy and non-commercial energy. Commercial means commercial utilization of energy, like we have coal, oil, gas, in fact hydel energy, nuclear energy, these are commercial uses. But non-commercial, like we have wood and wastage, animal waste, plant waste, there we can have the non-conventional energy sources also. This is the classification. Means sometimes the question can be asked in this form that what is the difference between the conventional, what is the conventional energy resources, what are the classification of energy resources. This question can be asked in this form also. So we must need to understand the concept. The types of renewable energy resources. This is a very important question. And what are the different type of renewable energy sources means? Number one is the solar energy. Because we are totally focusing on solar energy. So renewable energy, the first energy which comes in mind is solar energy. That the energy available from the sun. Then the other is the wind energy. Energy from the wind. We can say solar energy means we have seen solar thermal power plant. Then wind, we have seen windmill, or the number of windmills are there in wind farm. Then tidal energy, ocean energy, we have ocean thermal energy system. For geothermal energy, we have geothermal energy system. For biomass energy, we have biomass energy system. So these are the different types of renewable energy resources, the renewable energy available. Nowadays, we are very much heard about this solar energy uses. Simple. In also we have heard during our 11th or 12th we have heard about the term solar cooker. What is that? We are using the solar energy to cook food. Now this energy is utilized in different form also for the production of electricity. Now what are the different types of non-renewable energy sources? Non-renewable energy sources include petroleum. Petroleum is there. Non-renewable energy sources have petroleum. Then we have coal. We have natural gas. We have crude oil. These are non-renewable energy sources. As I told in the beginning, that the current data says that the world has consumed 80% of this energy. So you can say if we think little bit deeper, then by 2040 or 2045 or before that also, we will be in a situation that all these renewable energy, non-renewable energy resources will be consumed. So we need to focus that how we can shift from non-renewable to renewable. Now, what are the advantages of renewable energy resources? As I told, renewable resources, the biggest advantage is that they can be replenished, renewable. They are available in abundant quantity. They, like we can say about the solar energy, geothermal energy, and they can be replenished easily. Then these are easily available. Another advantage, easily available. Not polluting, they are not polluting the environment. They are not polluting the environment. The cost is low. Also, it is not affecting any health. So it improves the health of the human health of the, you can say, system. Also, you can read it here. The eco-friendly renewable energy source improves the health of population as it causes no pollution. Because there is no pollution, the health is going to be improved. Nowadays, we are hearing about this term many times. AQI is getting increased day by day. Harmful air, oxygen is outside. So, but the main reason is the use of non-renewable energy resources. So, we need to focus that for the betterment of the society or the people, how fastly we can shift from non-renewable to renewable. Then finally, there is stability. It provides stability in prices. So, these are the advantages of renewable energy sources. If we talk about the disadvantage, the disadvantage is reliability. One of the major disadvantages of non-renewable energy resources is that it is not reliable. It depends on it depends on the climate. Like if we have not seen the sun from previous 4 to 5 days, like in cold weather condition, in India there are different states where sun used to come in 2 or 3 days or during different weather condition. Then what is going to be there? There is the use of solar thermal power plant will going to be affected. So it's not reliable because it's depend on the climate. It depends on the temperature condition, geographical location, humidity, how the speed of the wind is there, and so on. Then the other disadvantage is the limited location. This is the another major disadvantage. The plant and the industry cannot be set up anywhere. Then its misuse. Because it is available in abundant quantity, it can be, you can say, it can be misused also. And the last disadvantage is that it requires high capital investment. Initial cost is very high. So these are the disadvantages of disadvantage of renewable energy resources. So this is a diagram which shows biomass is a fuel that develops organic materials, a renewable and sustainable source of energy used to create electricity or other form. Biomass with its different forms, you can say that. Let's have a look over this figure. Biomass with its different forms. Now, let us start. What is energy? If I talk about a simple term, what is energy? The energy of a body is its capacity to do work. It is measured the total amount of work that the body can do. Basically, which we have heard many times in previous classes also, in our 11th, 12th or first year, second year. The energy, what is energy? Energy is the capacity to do work. But if I talk about energy is the primary and the most universal measure of all kinds work by human beings and nature. Everything what happens in the world is the expression of flow of energy in one of its forms. It's very true. Anything happening in the world is due to the flow of energy in different forms. Anything is happening. Now this, because of this energy resources, the energy source available, these are categorized into 3 types. One is primary energy sources, other is secondary fuels, and the third one is supplementary sources. So in this slide we can say the energy definition is there, which is energy is the ability to do work. Energy is the primary and most universal measure of all kind of work, and whatever is happening in the world, anywhere in the world, is the expression of the flow of energy. And the energy sources available can be divided into three types: primary energy, secondary, and supplementary. Let's have a look over this. What is primary energy sources? You can say in this manner, the energy which doesn't require any conversion, which can be used directly. See what is written here. Primary energy is found in nature before conversion or transformation, such as coal, natural gas, and crude oil. And secondary energy refers to the more convenient form of energy which are transformation from other. Means the energy which can be used directly without any conversion, that is the primary source of energy. But the secondary source of energy is what? The energy which is been obtained in the converted form. Like if we are using coal directly, that is primary. But if we are using the coal for the conversion of electricity, means coal to electricity, that is in the secondary form. Electricity is a secondary source of energy. So you can say the difference between the primary and the secondary energy sources is like that. In the definition it has been said also. The primary energy sources is found in nature before conversion or transformation, such as coal, natural gas, and crude oil. Secondary energy refers to the more convenient form of energy which are transformed through from other primary energy. Means transformation is this. You can see examples are electricity, which is transformed from primary sources such as coal, raw oil, fuel oil, natural gas, wind, etc. Means secondary sources are obtained from the primary sources. Now if we see this curve or diagram, what are the primary energy sources which has been shown here? There are different primary energy sources like crude oil, hard coal, and then the natural gas liquid, natural gas, nuclear energy, waste, wind, geothermal, and biomass, hydroelectricity, wave, tidal energy, etc. Now this has been converted, transformation, and then after transformation this primary energy changes to secondary energy. The secondary energy is been given in the form of electricity and heat, petroleum products, biofuels, etc. So you can see, means primary which can be used directly, and then after the conversion it is the secondary energy is sent for the consumption. The electricity which we are getting in the house are the secondary form of energy because they are converted from primary. I hope this is clear. So we just stop here, and in the next lecture we will continue with the further content regarding to primary and secondary energy sources. Thank you.